Hello folks, Joel Turner here with Ironmind Hunting. Today I'd like to tell you a bit about the online course that's coming out from Ironmind Hunting. This course has taken countless hours of my life to put together. This course was born out of necessity. I did not develop this system of controlled process shooting for archers. I developed this system so that my brothers and sisters in law enforcement would not lose their lives. I had to teach a police officer how to concentrate on a trigger press of their firearm when it was the only thing that was going to save their life or the life of another. Again, this system of controlled process shooting was born out of necessity. I developed it in the firearms world, in the very unique firearms training opportunities that I've had throughout my life. I took those specific things that I learned in the firearms world and I plugged them into the archery world, because I am a bow hunter and an archer at heart. I was able to master things in firearms, but I could not master my archery shot until I took these things that I learned in firearms and put them into the archery world. Finally figuring out what the core problem in shooting really is. And then developing the science of how to get around that. This online course explains it all. I explain the entire science of what happens to your mind during stress, during a shot in a stressful event. What really happens in your mind during a shot? How do you control these natural control systems that are within your mind? Do you know what the control systems are that govern every movement that you do and every movement that you learn? The online course explains all that science. I also do all of the demonstrations that are needed for you to really ingrain this stuff into your training. Folks, when you take this online course, you are going to know how to shoot a perfect arrow. You're going to have a very specific blueprint on how, and I can't stress that enough. It's the how that I'm teaching. I am teaching the what, but then I teach you how to actually do it in a way that we can all understand and we can all apply, especially under stress. So I talk about all the science and all the stuff that goes on in your mind, and then I do all the demonstrations, and we have a compound track that has all the compound shooting, how to shoot mechanical releases, what actually happens in your mind, how to get yourself to control that movement so that you get that true surprise break. That's the compound track with mechanical releases. Then we've got the traditional track. On the traditional track, I talk about all those things that are happening in that traditional archer's mind. We talk about psychological triggers, how to set those up on your bow so that they work with your system. And I talk about a mindset in this online course. The mindset of nothing out there is going to work for you. You have to work for it. It's not about putting a trinket on your bow. It's not about buying a new bow. It's about getting your mind right so that no matter what system you decide to shoot, you will be able to have absolute control of that system. We talk a lot about the decisions that need to be made. Decisions within your shot. When to make those decisions. And more importantly, how to actually carry those decisions out. What's it worth to you to have absolute control of your shot for your moment of truth? Be that in a 3D tournament, in a big shoot-off in front of thousands of people. Or when that buck or bull of a lifetime's coming in. What's it worth to you to know that you are going to shoot a perfectly controlled arrow? I can tell you folks, it is a very powerful thing. It's a very big confidence builder to be able to do this stuff. I have never had anyone not be able to do it. Everybody that's come through my clinics has been able to do it. So don't think you're that person, well, I don't know if it's going to work for me. It's not going to work for you. You're going to learn to work for it. And you're going to know exactly how to do the work. Again, I've never had anybody not be able to do this. This is not based on my opinion. This is how your mind works. You have got to have this knowledge to gain control of your shot. We talked before about, I don't know if I have target panic or not. I've talked about that in other videos. If you don't have absolute control of your shot, you're dealing with shot anticipation. This course is the only thing, to my knowledge, that has ever been produced that teaches the true science of how to get out of it. It's not just a patch. It's not a cure, because target panic, as we've said numerous times, is not a disease. This is the how to get around it. At the end of this course, you will be self-sufficient in the diagnosis and treatment of any shooting problems that could occur. You'll know exactly what's going on in your head during your shot, and you'll know how to actually control your thoughts during a shot under extreme stress. You will know what to practice, how to practice. And again, we're not practicing our shooting. We are using shooting to practice our concentration. Folks, I am on a lifelong quest to get people out of target panic. I want people to succeed. I have failed in my archery shot throughout my life, but now that I know the science of how to get out of this stuff, I now shoot absolutely controlled shots on game, and I know how I do it. And I know how to get you to do it as well. So go to our website at ironmindhunting.com and sign up for this online course. It is priceless information. Thanks for watching, folks.